Howdy, everybody. Manley coming to you from freezing Wisconsin. I can literally see my breath.
Aloha from 82 degrees and barefoot. Anthony Valentino here, live from paradise. Happy almost Thanksgiving.
Don't be a turkey. Quick announcement. Today, we're officially kicking off a brand new 12-month series called The Road Home. Every episode equals 1 mile marker to the owning your own home. Today equals mile marker number 1. If you take mortgage advice from people passing you the gravy this week, your home buying journey is going to look exactly like Neil Page and Del Griffith's rental car. On fire, backwards, and the horn stuck.
That's right, Manley. I mean, we're going to hear just wait for the crash, or my buddy's barber says you better put 25% down or you're an idiot, or my favorite, rates are going to be under 3% in 2026. Trust me, bro.
That noise is why half the country is paralyzed right now, stuck in rental Wichita with no way home.
That's right. So today we are handing you the actual keys to a vehicle that actually runs with real pre-approval steps, today's live rate data, and the myths that'll get you carved, and the timeline you can actually bet the turkey on.
Buckle up. We're getting you home for Thanksgiving in a house you own.
What?
All right, folks, we're kicking off our brand new 12-month series telling you exactly where every single buyer has to start. A legitimate lender-grade pre-approval, not a 30-second online pre-qual garbage.
That's right. And it starts with the 4 pillars, right? You miss one and you're sleeping in a burned out rental car in the snow.
Hey, pillar 1, income. We need 2 full years of tax returns, the last 30 days of pay stubs, 2 full years of W-2s, 1099s, and any overtime and bonus commission, or self-employed, all of that stuff documented. And we're not going to have any, trust me, I make 6 figures.
That's right, Manley. And when we look at pillar 2, the assets, the down payment, the closing costs, the reserves, every deposit over $500 sourced, and it has to be seasoned, meaning we need either 30 days with FHA or 60 days with conventional. And if your bank statements look like Del Griffith's wallet with 47 credit cards and shower curtain rings, we're cleaning up that mess right out the gate.
All right, Anthony, pillar 3, credit. Full tri-merge credit report, not just the middle score. And the best news of 2025, Fannie Mae officially killed the 620 minimum in desktop underwriting. Lower score borrowers just got a lifeline.
That's right. And then if we look at pillar 4, the debt to income ratio, it's pure math, right? Conventional, typically we want to see between 31 to 43% debt to income ratio. With FHA, we can go sometimes up to 56.9 with compensating factors, of course. But here's the thing. If you've got Cybertruck payments and boat payments, we're going to have a very Neil and Dell level conversation about priorities. Meaning, do you want a house payment that's manageable, or do you want no house with rent where you have a whole bunch of toys on the side that are depreciating?
Hey, nail these 4 pillars and the rest of the 12-month journey is a straight shot home. Screw it up and you're the turkey getting stuffed.
Phoebe?
Joey? What's going on?
What?
Oh my God!
I know! It's stuck!
Okay, Manley, we've talked about the 4 critical pillars of getting pre-approved. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is how do we become a modern mortgage lender in this new emerging world? Well, I'm happy to say that Rate, the company that you and I work for, they've created a new digital mortgage app where clients download it, they answer 7 questions, they link their payroll and bank, and in 5 minutes, they're not just pre-approved, they're fully underwritten approved in most cases.
Yeah. Anthony, this is a real story from yesterday. A client of mine in San Diego started the app at 9:12 while eating a burrito. At 9:17, the system texted him, "Hey, fully approved. $682K. Zero docs needed. He sent me a photo of his half-eaten burrito and a pre-approval letter. I almost cried. It was awesome. Game changer.
That's awesome. I mean, if your job's on the true work or, the work numbers, what we call it on our end, which 70% of big employers are, it pulls the 2 years of income digitally. There's no pay stubs. There's no W-2s. There's nothing else needed.
Yeah, Anthony, same with assets. You can link your accounts. It sees every dollar. Knows if grandma gifted you some funds. It locks it in.
That's right. And even our self-employed borrowers, you don't have to just be wage earners. If you're self-employed and have Schedule C income, you upload 2 years of taxes, AI reads it, certifies usable income instantly.
Our company, Rate, has launched mortgage lending into the future while everyone else is still using fax machines.
That's right, Manley. And if this perks, our listeners' interest, the link is in the description. So go get yourself fully approved before the turkey comes out the oven. Let's talk about what's actually happening right now as of this morning, November 24th.
That's right. The UMBS 6% coupon are trading at 101.79. That's up almost a half a point this week. The 10-year yield sitting at 4.071%. That's down 20 ticks or basis points in the last 10 days. Mortgage-backed securities, they're in full rally mode.
Yeah, a translation for the normal humans, a 30-year fixed rate is now printing in the low sixes across the board. Mortgage News Daily is showing 6.34% this morning, MBA at 6.37, and Freddie Mac is lagging at 6.26. We are officially 175 basis points off the 8% peak we have seen.
Yeah, and inventory is still 35 to 45% historical norms. The days on market is creeping up. Price cuts hitting all-time highs for the cycle. Buyers finally have leverage again.
That's right. And this is the calm before the storm window. Spring 2026 is coming. And when the herd wakes up and sees low sixes, high fives, it's going to feel like Black Friday at a Best Buy.
Whoa. So if you're waiting for some magical sub 5% unicorn, you're going to miss the best relative buying opportunity we've had in 3 years.
But Charlie Brown, it's Thanksgiving.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, one of the greatest traditions we have is the Thanksgiving Day football game. And the biggest, most important tradition of all is the kicking off of the football.
This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon!
Time to carve the 4 myths you're 100% hearing tomorrow at turkey dinner.
That's right. We are going to hear some myths. And starting with myth 1, prices are going to crash any day now.
That's Les Nessman energy. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Inventory is still historically low. National prices are flat, up to 3% year over year. No crash coming without a 10% unemployment, and nobody wants that.
Yeah, you just spoke facts there, Manley. Let's go with myth 2. Rates are going to go back to 3% any day now.
If you take mortgage advice from your family this week, your home buying journey is going to look exactly like Neil and Dell driving backwards down the freeway, doors ripped off the car, and literally on fire in the middle of a blizzard, and they're both smiling like idiots.
I forgot the doors were gone on that episode. They were just like holding on.
Exactly. That's you if you listen to your Uncle Larry.
Yeah, let's talk about the third myth. You're going to need 20% down to make this economical, right?
Hey, we literally closed a zero down VA loan, 3% conventional loans, 3.5% FHA loans, and 5% keys last week. I mean, what are we doing? PMI is the cheapest it's been in 20 years, cheaper than Netflix. You don't need 20% down in 2025.
That is facts. I mean, let's talk about this fourth myth, which I love, which student loans, that's going to kill your chances of owning.
Here's some facts. FHA counts only 0.5% of the balance of your actual income-based repayment plan, or whichever is lower. Those forgiven loans, that's the save plan that still shows a payment on your credit report, we can exclude them now completely. Facts are, student debt is not the deal killer it was in 2022.
I really don't know how to describe it. It was like the turkeys mounted a counterattack. It was almost as if they were organized. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Okay, Manley, let's talk about the one thing you actually could be thankful for this year.
Homeownership is still the single greatest forced savings and wealth building tool available to 95% of Americans.
That's right. And every payment builds equity. Appreciation works even in flat markets. You get tax deductions, inflation protection, and the ability to refinance when the rates drop.
Hey, Anthony, renting is paying 100% interest on someone else's mortgage while you stay stuck in Wichita.
That's right. I mean, owning is walking through your own front door on Thanksgiving with your family screaming your name because you finally made it. That feeling beats pumpkin pie every single day. Hopefully you like all the education that you're getting from Manley and I. Do us a favor and smash that like button, subscribe and follow, and tell all your friends and family about us.
Here we go, folks. The moment you all fast forward for. The rate tracker with the real numbers from this morning.
That's right. Here's the 2025 ride so far. Looking at January, we were up at 6.64%. The feds were grumpy. February peaked up again at 6.9. CPI was hotter than the oven. March, we had some reprieve at 6.54. Banking scare that had some rally. April, we were mixed signals because we were just vanilla. But May, we peaked back up to 6.79. The debt ceiling drama. In June, same thing. Inflation was really having a lot of fear. But July, it started peaking down slightly at 6.77 because of the Fed pause. When we look at August, that was our peak turkey at 7.02%. But since then, we've seen nothing but reductions. October, we landed at 6.31, a massive difference. Right now, November, we're sideways at 6.34 to 6.38, and that's dropping every day.
Hey, the official 90 to 180 day call is the 30-year fix settles between 5.875 and 6.25. We've been saying that since the beginning. We've got a little delay with all this craziness with the shutdown of the government, but we expect to see that by mid-spring. Hey, that's a slow, delicious base lower. Exactly like Neil and Dell finally pulling into that Chicago driveway. We're getting there 1/10 at a time.
I mean, good luck turning the car. I mean, they're going to be happy as pigs and shit to see you.
And now, the segment you secretly love. Buzzword Breakdown with our producer, the human turkey baster, Ryan.
Gross. Anyway, 5 buzzwords, 1 sentence each, or the baster comes out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Family show, family show.
All right, boys. First up today is soft landing.
I'll take that one. That's the feds praying they don't crash the plane like Neil's rental car.
Second term today is sticky inflation.
I'll take that one. That's like cranberry sauce on your white pants. Woohoo!
Term number 3 is liquidity.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2022 was drier than my dating life in college. I mean, it is a barren desert.
Term 4 is price discovery.
Hey, seller wants 900K, buyer offers 680. The appraiser needs therapy.
And finally today, term number 5, risk premium.
Yeah, that's the extra spread for riding in a frozen truck with Dell. They just need a lot more cushion.
Done. I am putting the baster back in the turkey, back to the clowns.
All right, folks. I got a couple questions here from my friend Anthony, and want to hear about all the Thanksgiving special things that they plan on doing in Hawaii, which are they different from what we do over here in the States? I don't know. They We got a lot of coconuts, a lot of palm trees. Tell me, Anthony, what happens in the Hawaiian Thanksgiving?
You know, we typically do it by the seaside, whether we're fishing with the family, whether we're, making food just like everyone else, although more tropical vibes with pineapple and fruits and a lot of fish. But yeah, it's all about family, man.
You guys having turkeys?
We will, yeah. We'll have turkeys. We'll have a smoked turkey. We'll have some tofurkey for our non-meat eater family friends. Yeah, so we'll have a whole bunch. What about you?
All the girls are coming home, right?
They are. Yep. The girls will be home from college. My oldest is going to be here. My youngest is going to be here. So yeah, it'll be a big old family tradition. What about you?
Yeah, we're all getting together at my sister's on Thursday. I'm smoking a turkey, which I do every year. Gets everybody all geeked up because it's a 24-pound. I'll get up on Wednesday night at like 2 in the morning and start smoking that bad boy because we're going to watch the Packers-Lions game and have turkey dinner.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a good game. I mean, unfortunately, the Packers are going to lose, but it's going to be a good game nevertheless.
Take that back. Well, folks, that's a wrap. If you got any value today, or if you're just tired of eating Thanksgiving leftovers in your mom's basement while fighting your little sister over who ate her Takis, do us a solid.
That's right. Smash like, follow, and subscribe, and drop us a review. And tell that friend who's still couch surfing that 2 guys, one from Wisconsin and Hawaii, just saved their life.
Hey, babe, do you know where my ginkgo biloba pills are? I can't remember what day it is.
Hey, Manley.
No, Anthony.
That's right. Knock, knock.
Anthony, I swear, we're not doing this.
Knock, knock.
Fine. Who's there?
Turkey.
Turkey who?
Turkey is you if you're listening to your drunk uncle instead of us and still eating Thanksgiving leftovers on your mom's basement floor in 2030.
Gobble, gobble, losers.
We're never letting you end the show again, Anthony.
See you next week, legends.
If this episode helped you feel more confident about your home buying journey, do us a favor. Share it with a friend, subscribe, leave a review, and if you've got a question or a topic you want us to cover, hit us up with a DM or a comment. Thanks for listening to the Mortgage 101 podcast. We'll see you next time.
From the heart of Wisconsin to the waves of Hawaii, Manley and Anthony keep it real, not salesy. Breaking down rates and the truth you need to know with a little soul and a little homegrown flow. It's the Mortgage 101 podcast where real talk meets home at last. Manley's got that Midwest soul. Anthony brings that island roll when the market swings and you don't go fast.